didn't see you there. Totally did, actually. Anyway, today is another day of Francis Bacon and Eggs. I know it's been a while, so hope you'll excuse the absence, but we're still here. Today I'm going to be making some eggs and reading Of Love, which was written in 1612 and then rewritten in 1625. Pretty excited about this. Mostly I'm excited because I really want some food and I'm hungry. What's unfortunate is I only have one egg. So it's Francis Bacon and egg today. So, what else do I have? I got some tomatoes in here. I have a bit of an old onion, some more tomatoes, some mushrooms. I got some new pepper I got yesterday at the farm stands. And lard. And some rutabaga and carrot mash. And that should be enough for now. Let's see if I can make a nice breakfast out of this. So first, I'm going to heat up the cooking fat. You buy this fat for basically nothing at your local butcher. This whole thing costs $1.25. I like it. It's going to be pretty delectable. I'm going to cut up some onions real quick and just get them a-frying before I put in the rest of the ingredients. So, onion. Let's grab the rest of this one. Oh, I have some spring garlic here I forgot about. So I'm going to throw that in too. Chopped it open the wrong way, and it's just half a clove. But it's a huge clove, so I think it'll taste great. Let's do this. So. It's gonna be more of a vegetable mash than a, with a fried egg in the middle. Than traditional breakfast. I like my garlic pretty big. That's probably a culinary mistake. But garlic's great. And this one is particularly strong. So that's the main things that need to be cooked. Except for the pepper. Now also in. There we go. Already starting to sizzle. So, Francis Bacon, Of Love. The stage is mere beholding to love than the life of man. For as to the stage, love is ever matter of comedies, and now and then of tragedies. But in life it doth much mischief, sometimes like a siren, sometimes like a fury. You may observe that amongst all the great and worthy persons, whereof the memory remaineth, either ancient or recent, there is not one that hath been transported to the mad degree of love, which shows that great spirits and great business do keep out of this weak passion. You must expect, nevertheless, Marcus Antonius, the half-partner of the Empire of Rome, and Appius Claudius, the decemvir and lawgiver, whereof the former was indeed a voluptuous man and inordinate, but the latter was an austere and wise man. And therefore it seems, although rarely, that love can find entrance not only into an open heart, but also into a heart well fortified, if watch be not well kept. It is a poor saying of Epicurus, Satis magnum alter altere theatrum sumus, as if man, made for the contemplation of heaven, and all noble objects should do nothing but kneel before a little idol, and make himself subject. Though not of the mouth, as Vistar, yet of the eye, which is given him for higher purposes. So far, this is complete bollocks. Satis. Magnum alter altera theatum sumus means we are each a sufficiently great teacher to one another. Bacon means to complain of this, calling it a poor saying, and one which would restrict to the groveling contemplation of men themselves thoughts which are capable of scanning heaven and all noble objects. Yes, well, I don't think Francis Bacon was ever in love. Poor Frank. It is a strange thing to note the excess of this passion, and how it braves the nature and values of things by this, that the speaking in a perpetual hyperbole is comely in nothing but in love. Neither is it merely in the phrase, for whereas it hath well been said, that the arch-flatterer, with whom all the petty flatterers have intelligence, is a man's self. Certainly the lover is more, for there was never proud man thought so absurdly well of himself, as a lover doth of the person loved. And therefore it was well said, that it is impossible to love and to be wise. That was by Publiciri Sense something. Sounds wrong to me. Neither does this weakness appear to others only, and not to the party loved, but to the loved most of all, except the loved be reciprocate. For it is a true rule that love is ever rewarded, either with the reciprocate, or with an inward and secret contempt. By how much the more men ought to be aware of this passion, which looteth not only other things, but itself. As for the other losses, the poet's relation doth well figure them, that he hath preferred Helena, quitted the gifts of Juno and Pallas. For whoever esteemeth too much of amorous affection, quitteth both riches and wisdom. It's true, it's true, it's true. Do you think that Francis Bacon's wife ever read these essays? I submit that she did not. Alright, these are coming along quite nicely. They're becoming translucent, which is nice. Just sweating them. Now that they've been sweated a bit, we can throw in some mushrooms. Everyone loves mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms as love loves a man's mind and grows upon it. The fungal spores of undying decay? Decay. No, decay. I'm trying not to make eye contact with my girlfriend because it would be awkward. She's sitting right there. Luckily, she's aware that Francis Bacon's opinions are not mine. You, O viewer, I hope you have no such idea as well. Good. Alright. We now have some mushrooms in there. It's going to taste great. I'm going to kill these tomatoes. Split them in half. They're already a bit wrinkly. One time I did this, I got horrible food poisoning, but it might have been the beer, who knows? Still not sure. Hope I don't get food poisoning again. Really sucked. Tore my esophagus. You ever torn your esophagus? It's not fun, don't do it. Alright, sweet. Here I have some rutabaga and carrot mash, which I cooked with coconut oil a few nights ago. It is absolutely delicious. And as it's almost noon and I haven't yet eaten today, I'm very excited. While that's heating up, I am going to do nothing but read. More about love. This passion hath his floods in the very times of weakness, which are great prosperity and great adversity. Though this latter hath been less observed, both which times kindle love, and make it more fervent, and therefore show it to be the child of folly. They do best too, if they cannot but admit love, yet make it quarter, or keep quarter, and sever it wholly from their serious affairs and actions of life. For if it check once with business, it troubleth men's fortunes, and maketh men that they can no ways be true to their own ends. I know not how, but martial men are given to love. I think it is. But as they are given to wine, for perils commonly asked to be paid in pleasures. I think he just insulted everyone with a sword. There is in men's nature a secret inclination and motion towards love of others, which, if it be not spent upon some one or a few, doth naturally spread itself towards many, and maketh men become humane and charitable, as it is seen sometimes in friars. That was an excellent paragraph. Wow. Mutual love maketh mankind, friendly love perfecteth it, but wanton love corrupteth and invaseth it. So, I don't think the notes are really that relevant. The analysis is not great. That spoke for itself. I'm pretty sure Francis Bacon, both A, never fell in love, and B, had no idea what he was talking about. But, you know, to each his own. To me, my food. To Francis Bacon, the grave. And now, I'm going to throw the egg. I just threw it in there. Looks great. Going to let that heat up. And then I'm going to eat. So you, oh viewer, go forth. Remember to keep love outside of your work life today and tomorrow. Otherwise you will soon find yourself destitute. If you can, love not. And if you must, love sparingly. This has been another episode of Francis Bacon and Egg. I'm Richard.